Him back on duty for West Ham, and you can bet your bottom dollar that'll be at Stamford Bridge.
Absolutely.
Monday week.
Yeah, and I think he might well get 10-15 minutes today just to maybe get,
break into the actual starting lineup with the Olympic football tournament. Nice ball towards Dani Alves, one of those overlapping runs which we've become so accustomed to during his 8 years at Barcelona. Mark Noble, bound to be a bit of it.
The pitch, Ian, looks, if you look at the stats after games, he's generally the one who has most touches.
Dybala here.
Effort on goal.
Dani Alves towards Mandzukic, lays it back, Dybala, that'll be 1-0. Superbly finished, lovely move by Juventus. Having escaped at the other end, that was clinical from the Italian champions.
Yeah, really good goal from Juventus. 30 seconds prior to that, West Ham hit the post. It's Alves, sees Mandzukic pull off Reed. Dybala arrives perfectly, takes a touch. You can see Alves into Mandzukic, good front play, spots Dybala rather than on, times his run perfectly, and it's a really neat finish to the left of Adrian's goal.
36 seconds between West Ham hitting the post and Juventus hitting the net.
Well, they say that's when your concentration levels are at worst, when you've had an attempt and you've got to get back. Good breaks, Eddie, and 5 minutes ago he gives himself up for the team, and by that, knocking balls down, taking it.
Anyway, we'll see. Lot of water to pass under the bridge, I think, before Lemina and Dani Alves. Trying to get another cross in here. Bonner doing the defending, but West Ham not terribly could normally be in the midfield.
Koyati would play, of course.
And Lanzini too, yeah. There's Dybala's in here again, and his Mandzukic certainly too, like shelling peas, wasn't it? West Ham ripped apart by the old lady of Juventus, 2-0.
So that partnership again, this time is Dybala to Mandzukic. Simple finish, just have to lift it. It's good play. Good third man running. Dybala, Reed slips. It's unfortunate, can't do anything about that. The marking's not great at the back, but it's Reed. Winston Reed slips over there. Can't really justify that, really. It can happen. It's a mistake, but a really good finish again from Mandzukic. And at this moment in time, it's Juventus that are totally controlling the match. They started the game better. They're having more possession. West Ham went up the other end, hit the post, Valencia. But other than that, all the talk has been next week. But other than that, there's 7 or 8 out there that will start the game against Chelsea next week.
There's Mandzukic again. Juventus giving the impression that they're rather enjoying themselves in the sunshine here for the places at the back. And everybody's back. I think Giorgio Chiellini is among the substitute. Enough pace across this slow turf to get to him. Dani Alves.
Barcelona for many years played it inside to Dybala, and I'm thinking Dybala's clever enough there to get on the half turn and turn with the ball and then look to
their exploits even from afar. Serie A is one of the leagues you can see all season on BT Sport, as of course is the Premier League. We have 42 games coming up for you.
Josh Cullen doing well there, winning the ball, looking to go forward, and correctly he's fouled. Yeah, good effort from Bayern, makes a really good run. Alves looks as if he's got it covered. Poor touch, don't know what he's trying to do, trying to flick it over his head. Bayern's onto it, just nicks it, and it comes down nice for him. It's there to be hit, just couldn't quite execute the volley.
It might be a friendly, but West Ham do need to move up a gear a little, you feel. Cresswell as well, of his unfortunate injury. Carroll has forced it in. Buffon saved it.
Ball with any real quality that Carroll's had to attack. This is what he does, Andy Carroll. He's the best in the country at attacking crosses. 6'5", he's unplayable when he put that type of ball in for him. attacks the ball, and he's really sharp, Buffon gets a hand to it before the game started, about the amount of time, minutes on the pitch Andy Carroll's had in I don't think that's a bad thing. Little bit of genius that he's got.
He certainly needed it in the final. And then this is aimed towards Mandzukic again. He's got the other side of Winston. Dani Alves. Mandzukic! Goalkeeper made the save. I think Mandzukic would have wanted to head that back across him, wouldn't he, John?
Took the words out of my mouth here, and it's a really deep ball. Mandzukic again pulling away, really been a problem for Reed all afternoon. Good ball in, good pace on it, and he got to head it back where it come from. And he'll know that himself. He's terrific, normally a terrific.
Matches already scored in this pre-season, even though he's being used at the back. Switched wide. So good luck with that important player. It's Ogbonna. We're making a little bit of a meal of the clearance, to be honest with you.
There's just things that, as I said, West Ham, Slaven Bilic, you know, he looks frustrated figure down there, hands in his pocket, sort of tutting around, if you like. Just things there like.
Just before the game that Arthur Muswaku is going to be signed from Olympiacos imminently. This deal is close to being done. It's good of Slaven Bilic to let that information go in our live interview. There's Higuain's first involvement in the Juventus shirt as West Ham won away to set out their stall.
Yes, he did. Torture, if you like. But it's just interesting to see how Dybala links up with him now in the second half. Right, that I wasn't the prettiest to look at in shorts, right? But Higuain.
In comes this ball in. Carroll's attacking it again! First thing he has to do is pick it out the back of the net.
Yeah, it's just a decent ball, in-swinger, if you like, from Mark Noble. And Carroll gives his man a little shove, gets away with it, uses his strength. Benassia, he shoves away from him. As you can see, just there. And he powers in another great header. And unplayable Carroll when he goes and attacks the ball like that. 2 goals to the... Absolutely.
Now the European Championships in, say, the last quarter of an hour against Iceland. So on has come Ashley Fletcher, who's arrived from Manchester United. It's a 4-year deal with West Ham. He did well with Barnsley last season. In fact, scored twice at Wembley. Once in the playoff final, once in the Johnson's Paint Trophy final.
Well, he looks a physical presence, doesn't he? He looks mobile. He's a good 6-footer, young, been up.
It looked like Juventus were going to spoil the housewarming party a little bit today, but West Ham United have come back thanks to Carroll's goals.
Dominating possession. 2 goals, 2 decent balls into the box. And